I'm Burl Ives. I am here at the Itasca County Board of Commissioners meeting. Today is April 13th. We had a regular board session here today. I'm going to do a little bit of an update. I will do highlights on some. I will talk in depth about others. Okay. We had a full consent agenda. We had 24. We did pull one of them. Some of the things that we talked about on our consent agenda was this: we authorized the Itasca County Board to handle, the grant and aid funding that is basically a pass-through with the DNR. That's the snowmobile, cross-country skiing, and ATV trails here in our county. We did approve permits application for gambling for Deer Lake Charlie's. We did authorize a handful of hiring of nurses, and one was a public health educator too. We eliminated a nurse program or a nurse, and then we added in public health educator. These were all already in the budget. There's no new monies going out on that. We did approve a $20,000 additional funding for 2021 for Big Fork Ambulance and Nashwauk Ambulance Services. This was with the help of higher costs due to the pandemic that we've had. We will be talking about that more in depth here in 2021 during our budget session. We did award 2 contracts for crushing and hauling and placement of aggregate up basically in the northeast corner of Itasca County. I will tell you that Schwartz and Sons, which is a local company, did get one of them. The other thing we awarded that was held by a local company, which all of us commissioners are very proud of, was so County Road 45 and County Road 60. These projects will be having some tarring done to them this year. That was awarded to Hawkinson Construction. So, and as a commissioner, would like to employ as much local as possible. I think that's great for both of those companies, and I'm tickled pink that they were the low bidder and we hired them. We did approve a railroad crossing installation agreement with Bnsf. This is for County Road 16 over in the Keewatin area. Be prepared for that to happen this year. We did approve transportation funding improvement project. So this capital improvement project was basically for the Itasca County Transportation Department to do some services that need to be done to a couple of roofs. There's 3 of them: Marble, Big Fork, and I want to say Togo. I could be incorrect on that last one. I apologize. We did go into an agreement with MnDOT for some tax forfeited land that needs to be transferred over to them. We did award some earth metal material leases going up until northeast corner again. That was awarded to Schwartz and Sons. We did set a time and a date for the land department to conduct an oral auction for some more earth and materials that the land department needs. This will happen on Thursday, April 22nd at 8:30 a.m. Minimum is about 8,000 cubic yards. So anybody who might be interested in bidding on that. We did authorize the hiring of a survey tech position. We did go into a joint powers agreement with the state of Minnesota that relates to human trafficking investigator task force. That was so we can get some of our money back for that task force and what they've done in the past year. And we did authorize a deputy, Mr. O'Brien, to go out for some training, to be a trainer that can come back and help us train for some of the new programs that our new jail will be having. We went on to regular agenda here. We didn't have any citizen input. We did recognize a handful of our past employees and new employees. I just will tell you about one of them, if you don't mind. So Kathy Cassell, had 15 years in the Health and Human Services. Thank you, Kathy, very much for all your hard work. We did have warrants to be paid, about $525,000. So the bills could get paid here in Itasca County. We did have a good update from Kelly Chandler with the COVID-19. Just some highlights there. In the past 7 days, we've had 105 positive new cases. Past 14 days was 204. We're still sitting at 51 deaths, and anybody who has had relatives that has passed, my heart goes out to you. Vaccines, we are at completed, 1 and 2 shots, about 12,800. We're at about 17,000 that had their dose 1 so far. So we have had 12,000 that have had 2 doses. So we have about 5,000 yet to get their second dose. We have about 47% of our population right now, 16 plus in Itasca County, that has been at least had a first dose. I'm going to give you one of the biggest things here. They do plan to have a Saturday clinic coming up here on April 24th at the IRC Civic Center between 10 and 2. For more information on that, I'm going to give you a phone number here, everybody. Area code 218, and it's 327-6784. Now, with that in mind, if you have any questions related to COVID, vaccines, or if someone's homebound that needs access to a vaccine, please call that same number. You'll have to leave your information. For a return call, they will call you back and try to answer all questions or sign you up or line up someone to come to your home to give you the vaccine. Next situation here was the Ais Program. So this is the water conservation district. So this is an invasive species program that we have tried very hard here in Itasca County to try to get control of. We're talking about zebra mussels. We're talking about, curly leaf infestation with our lakes and streams and rivers here in Itasca County. We've had great success with that. We still have a lot more to go. I will tell you that we did pass a budget proposal that they did propose. It's basically the exact same as it was for 2020. We did talk about a hiring freeze. That did not, which would be another 180-day hiring freeze. That did not pass. So we will go back to the old style, which is basically the administrator and the board chair talking about it, making decisions. We will talk and give information to the other commissioners and then have more of a discussion at that point in time. Next thing was on our agenda was settlement agreements. So we did agree to a sheriff settlement. Basically is the same as everyone else got, all of our other unions. We did have an agreement too with our auditor treasurer, and that is basically the exact same as all other unions got at our, that we had union negotiations with. We did have a talk about asbestos remediation projects here at where the new jail would be going. We did a lot. The bid was for $82,000 from Eco Midwest. We do have some asbestos to deal with in some of the buildings that we had to purchase here for the new jail. We did talk about receiving updates on bid package number 1 for the new correctional facility. That basically is we're gonna have some dates set where we can get informed on it. And now one of the biggest one is National Public Safety Communication Week. We did do a proclamation, thank you, David. Proclamation. So the week of April 17th, or excuse me, 11th through the 17th, I'd just like to, if any of you people can or are able to, if you see a 911 dispatcher, or I mean a firefighter or anybody who helps keep us safe, but especially for our 911 workers, they work 24/7, day in, day out, 365. Please give them, a thumbs up and a thank you. With that, we will be going into a closed session here yet today. We'll be talking about the Itasca County jail projects. So there is your update for this week. Please, everybody, be safe. Goodbye.